This is the new meta for PvP in Destiny 2. You're looking at the AMET AR2 450 RPM auto rifle. In today's video, we're going to break down the exact role that you want to craft this bad boy. And at the time I'm recording this video, it is the #2 most used weapon in trials this weekend. So if that doesn't tell you that this thing is meta, then I honestly don't know what will. But what exactly makes this weapon meta now as opposed to last season is actually a very interesting question. We do have update 7201, which has buffed and nerfed various different archetypes of weapons and completely reworked rangefinder, the perk overall, making that perk next to obsolete now. But if I had to pinpoint exactly why this weapon is meta now as opposed to last season, it's for the simple fact that auto rifles have been extremely close to the meta for quite some time now, and with all the recent adjustments with update 7201, it just finally pushed it over the edge and people are starting to realize the power of the AMET. Now if you're looking to try this bad boy out, of course you can craft it, so go to the Enclave and start piecing this bad boy together. As soon as you have crafted the initial form of it, remember that Bungie has updated the way that you can craft in Destiny 2 now. You can simply level something by using enhancement cores, so you can instantly get the god roll of this. And on top of that, if you haven't quite found the frames for this auto rifle yet, and as I mentioned from last season, you can actually use this URL link here and you can access last season's season pass, so you can pull those deep sight harmonizers and instantly craft this weapon if you haven't leveled up your season pass for this season far enough, because you do have to be rank 47 to grab the first one this season. But either way, once you finally got the frames unlocked and you're ready to craft this bad boy, instantly level it up like I mentioned before, and let's put on the good perks here. In the right hand column, I actually went with gut shot straight, and the reason why is because I get a 20% increase to body shot damage, and even though I'm not trying to aim for the body whenever I'm firing at people in PvP, it does happen from time to time that you hit a body shot, and because I'm on mouse and keyboard, the penalty of losing aim assist doesn't really affect me that much. But honestly, even if you're on controller, I really think that you're gonna like gut shot straight quite a bit. However, if you feel like that's a newbie perk and you don't want to use it and you've got what it takes to land all those crits, then of course go with tap the trigger. This will give you a great increase to stability and accuracy, allowing you to turn this weapon into an absolute laser gun, so that way you can beam enemies and hit all those crits. But in my opinion, the way I would describe the situation and how you're going to decide how to craft this is, if you're a newer player or if you're someone that's not especially proficient in PvP, choose gut shot straight. I think you'll like that a little bit more. Or if you're a proficient PvP player, someone who's really good, goes flawless a dozen times every weekend, then choose tap the trigger, because I think you'll find a lot more success with that. The left perk column is significantly less debatable. It's pretty much just dynamic sway. I would not use anything else. Regardless of mouse and keyboard or controller, this is the perk to use. This has been known for so long now as being the best auto rifle perk overall. This turns almost any auto rifle, regardless of stability, into a laser gun once dynamic sway procs. And of course, the beauty of crafting the weapon is that you get the enhanced versions of these, making the time for dynamic sway to proc lower and making the penalty to aim assist from using gut shot straight also lower. Now for the magazine, of course, we're going with ricochet rounds. This will increase the stability and slightly increase the range, two benefits that greatly help when using an auto rifle. For the barrel, I'm going to go with full bore. Now this does decrease the stability, but it is worth it for the upside of this much range, and the fact that we get stability from so many other sources, from dynamic sway and from ricochet rounds, means that we can afford to have full bore on it. But if you're feeling like you can't quite hit those headshots, you could certainly use a different barrel that benefits stability, or a barrel that I like to use frequently, which is arrowhead break, which will give you 100 recoil direction. That paired with tap the trigger would actually make this thing unbelievably a laser gun, and might very well be one of the better options, especially if you're on controller, because you do suffer from a little bit more recoil. For the frame, I'm going with a range masterwork, but again, if you're on controller, you could go with stability, I suppose, but it really shouldn't be that much of an issue if you have dynamic sway, so I would recommend using range for mouse and keyboard or controller. And that's my 5 out of 5 god roll crafted AMET AR2. To review everything quickly, it was gut shot straight, enhanced dynamic sway, ricochet, full bore, and a range masterwork. I took this into trials with Cyrus and have used it for the entirety of a day while playing on a flawless card. We were playing some extremely sweaty people. A lot of people we were playing against had it, and a lot of really good players are of course using hand cannons. I could very frequently and consistently outplay hand cannon users when using this if I was landing those crits, which is why I feel extremely confident in saying that the AMET AR2 is the meta for Season 22 in terms of mid-range primaries. Will a better 450 RPM auto rifle emerge with time? We'll see. If we do find one out there in the wild that beats the AMET AR2, you better believe I'll be bringing you that video, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel when that video goes live with notifications on. Smash the like button and click on the screen here to watch another video from this channel. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.